how is there such a thing as a secular chaplain? I get this question a lot, and it is a good question. And so it does seem like kind of a contradiction in terms, doesn't it? Like secular meaning not of religion, and then chaplain, people think of chaplain and associate it pretty immediately with religion. So it does seem to be quite a contradiction. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that today and maybe help explain it just a bit. So first, let me start off by saying the difference between a pastor or a priest type role and a chaplain. I think that's important to know the difference there first, and then we'll kind of step into the other piece of it. But so a chaplain's work is quite different than the work of, say, a priest or a rabbi or a pastor or minister. So normally those roles, are from a religious organization. These are leaders within a religious organization, within a certain faith system. And these roles would be about, teaching about that particular faith or that religion, or teaching, instructing people in that faith and how to have, more of that faith within them, or lean on that religion more. A lot of times it's encouraging people in that particular faith system. It's probably a lot of, those roles of trying to bring more people into that religious system or that set of beliefs. And so there's, evangelizing and proselytizing involved with that minister or pastor or priest role. And so and those people would normally be operating from a religious organization, structure. So chaplains are different. Chaplains are not there to spread a faith or a religious belief system, or try to bring people to a belief system or push a belief system, or some sort of set of religious understandings. What chaplains are there to do is to meet people where they are, and to bring care and compassion and support, the emotional support, spiritual support if the person wants that. A chaplain is meeting the person where they are in terms of what their needs are. So if a person finds meaning and purpose and hope in a set of religious beliefs, a chaplain will be there and walk with them in that, and help that person, in finding this meaning, this religious understanding in whatever it is they're going through. But if the person that a chaplain is caring for is non-religious, or does not want religion to be part of their life, and so many of us don't, religion doesn't have some sort of stronghold on meaning or purpose or hope. Many people find their meaning and purpose and hope in things outside of religion, science, or connection with other humans, or nature, or the arts. So if the person that the chaplain is caring for, if that person finds their meaning or purpose or hope in things not to do with religion, a chaplain is going to meet that person there too. Meet that person with what matters to them. Because the chaplain's role is not to, prescribe, here's a set of beliefs, you need to believe this, and here's where the meaning is, and do this, and believe this, and think this. A chaplain, our job is to help a person ask their own questions, help a person find their own answers. Our job is to accompany the person on their journey, in whatever their needs are on their journey, so that that person does not feel alone, and that person knows that whatever they're going through, they are not alone on their journey. And so we don't push beliefs, we don't try to put beliefs on others or impose belief systems. We it is a person-centered type of care, meaning what the person themselves what the person themselves are needing to find and struggle with and find their own answers. That is what we want to do and support the person in their own journey. And that would be different for everyone. It is we believe that the person we're caring for is their own expert in their life and what they need, and we are just there to support that. And so the thing about chaplains also is that we are trained to do that type of care. Some chaplains themselves do come from a certain set of religious beliefs. That they may be a Methodist chaplain, or may be Presbyterian chaplain, or whatever the case may be. They may have their own set of religious beliefs, and that's kind of what gives them meaning or purpose or hope. But in their work, they're not supposed to impose those beliefs on others. So and some may do that and should not be doing that. But at any rate, so some of us are secular or humanist or atheist, and we are considered non-religious chaplains, and sometimes called secular chaplains or humanist chaplains. And so we come to our work, we bring the perspective of, from our personal beliefs, are not religious beliefs, but they may be philosophical understandings or perspectives that root us. But again, we do not put our own beliefs and push our own beliefs onto others. So we are strictly caring for people in what it is they desire and what it is they need and whatever their journey is. We really are just there to support people as they find what is meaningful in life to them, what gives them purpose in life, and where do they find hope. And we chaplains will help explore that and make sure that they don't feel alone in that exploration. So again, we secular chaplains are bringing, just ourselves. We are not religious ourselves. And so, but that doesn't mean we can't care for people who are religious. But there are a lot of people out there who we care for who would prefer to not have religion involved in their care. They don't want religion in their lives. And so chaplains are there to walk with them, whatever it is they prefer. So hopefully that helps explain a little bit more about how we secular chaplains are out here in the world. I can make more videos about this, so please let me know if you have more questions. I understand it's kind of a different concept, and maybe a lot of folks have not heard about non-religious chaplains, and so, but we are here and and are so glad to care for people, to walk with people in hard times, and to make sure people know they are not alone on this human journey that we're all doing. So we secular chaplains are here and are just wanting to make sure you are not alone on this journey, and we are here to support each other. So please let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and let me know how you're doing. And I am your secular chaplain, Ashley, and I look so forward to seeing you in the next video.